channel. Today I am doing a reading vlog and I am so excited. I feel like this is gonna be just so fun. I was thinking about this a few days ago. I was like, I have so many books I want to read this spring that are on my spring TBR. Like I just did a video about my spring book recs, my spring TBR, and also some of these I feel like take place in the spring and they give spring vibes. So I thought I would do a spring reading vlog. So reading spring books, reading books on my spring TBR, and just taking you along. I'm so excited. I have like a few planned to read, but also I might end up reading something else. I have a lot of books that I want to read this spring. There's a few new releases that I want to read in this video, so I'm so excited just to read some spring books with you. So first, I'm going to read this book, which actually is still in my book sleeve. I love this, it's so cute. I won a giveaway on Instagram and got it, but it's from Needle Stitch Co. and it is adorable, but my book is still in this from traveling this past week because I just haven't taken it out. But first, I want to read Happily Never After by Lynn Painter. The plan was to read this in my last video, or one of my last videos, where Zoe visits and we go to Ohio. We planned to buddy read this, me and Zoe did, but we had like no time to read and we were so exhausted that we just didn't end up reading very much. So I'm literally on page 68, so I've not made much progress, but I want to read this in this video and read it this week. I'm so excited. It just sounds so cute. I feel like it's just gonna be a bingeable read. I love Lynn Painter's books. And my favorite by her is The Love Wager, which is her adult romance from last year. So I feel like I'm really gonna like this. And it's basically about this girl named Sophie, and she finds out that her fiance has cheated, and she basically hires a objector to like object the wedding. And then she ends up working with the objector. And yeah, it's about them too. I'm so excited. I feel like this is gonna be really cute. And I'm excited to like just continue reading it, see what I think. But that's the first book in this video. I'm so excited. Just do some springy things, read some springy books. It's gonna be great. I love spring. It's just my vibe, you know? So, first book in this video. Let's get to reading. I'm so excited. So it's been a couple days since I started this vlog and I wanted to give a little update. I'm literally still reading the same book. I am reading Happily Never After. I'm halfway, a little over halfway. I'm on page 155 and I think there's like 275 pages in this book. So I'm about to sit and finish this because I've been reading it for way too long. I also started a different book on my Kindle yesterday because it's just more convenient to start a Kindle book. And I'm like, no, I need to finish this. Also, I have a very exciting release that just came in the mail today. So I'm like, I need to finish this so I can start that. And I'm so excited about it. So I'm gonna sit here and read this. I am really enjoying it, but I feel like for me, if I take more than a couple days to read a book, I'm like really out of the story because it's just been so long since I read the beginning. Like I started this book, I think like definitely over a week ago. And for me, like, especially with this short, I usually binge in like 1 or 2 sittings, 1 or 2 days. So I've been reading this for way too long, so it's time to finally finish it. And I am really enjoying it. I love Lynn Painter's books. I love her banter. I love her characters. So it's just a grand old time, but I feel like I'm not gonna love it as much as I could have if I just read it in one go. You know what I mean? So anyways, I'm gonna finish this, let you know my thoughts when I'm finished, and I'm excited to see what happens. Is so cute. I knew without a doubt that I could kiss him forever and never lose a single butterfly. Oh, that's so cute. Please stop. Okay, I have to share this other quote. It says, her smile was like a power switch that controlled the brightness of my universe all of a sudden, and it was exhilarating and terrifying all at the same time. So good. Finished Happily Never After by Lynn Painter, and I thought I would give my thoughts, opinions of this book before I start the next one. I might wait a few hours before I start the next book, but I'm so excited about it. But anyways, finished this. It's such a quick read. It's like less than 300 pages. It just took me over a week to finish. I don't really know. But I had a really good time reading this. I really enjoyed it. I still think The Love Wager is my favorite by Lynn Painter. I just love that book so much. And I do think I could have loved this one more if I would have read it a lot quicker than I did. But overall, I really enjoyed it. I thought the plot was very interesting where they're objectors. Like he objects her wedding because her fiance cheated, and then they like work together, and it's very much like a friends to lovers aspect, which I love. I love friends to lovers when they're kind of just like hanging out. They're like best friends and then they like have feelings for each other. I love that. One thing is that they call each other by their last names. Like it's like a nickname. Like he'll call her Steinbeck and she'll call him Parks, which is his last name. But whenever I would see that, it would just remind me of Magnolia Parks universe. So it kind of took me out of the story because you say Parks, I'm thinking Magnolia Parks, you know what I mean? So I love that. Like I loved that he called her Steinbeck. Like I thought that was really cute because it's her last name. But like when she called him his last name, I was like, Magnolia? So anyways, overall, I think I'm gonna give it 4 stars. I really enjoyed it. It was a good time, and I would definitely recommend it. There is some spice in this, but I feel like it's very like easy to skip and it's very short. Like the chapters would be like a couple pages and it would be a spicy scene and I would just like skim until the end, like skip to the next chapter, and it was very easy to skip, and then like the plot and the story was just really fun. Anyway, so I do recommend this. And I'm very happy that I read it in this video. So enjoyed this, excited to read the next book, which I will show you because it came in the mail and I'm so excited. I'm probably gonna start it tonight. First, I need to show you that I got my final copy of More Than Just Us by Ali Atosky in the mail. I'm so excited. I want to fully annotate this and I love it. I can't believe it's out and in my hands. I'm so excited. So I have this final copy that came in the mail. I actually got it the other day. It came damaged, so they sent me a new one. Anyways, so I have that, but what I'm very excited about that I have not read, Lily, what I'm very excited about is a new release that doesn't come out until Thursday, but well, actually it's supposed to come out next week, and then she like pushed the release date up, and it comes out Thursday, and I ordered a paperback because a lot of times the paperback will come before the release day, and it did. This is But He's My Fake Fiance by Anna Conwell. This is the 3rd book in the Carter Brothers series. The first 2 are But He's My Grumpy Neighbor and But He's My One Regret. So this is the 3rd one. I've been so excited about it. I literally am dying. I cannot wait to read this. I'm so excited. And I feel like it's just gonna be so good. It's closed door and it's like a fake engagement, obviously. And you see this character in the first 2 books. And I feel like it's just gonna be so good. So I'm so excited to read this. It's like less than, oh my gosh, I saw the next book title, which I'm very excited about. It's like 260 something pages, so super quick. Probably will binge this, but it's gonna be my next read in this video, and I'm so excited to read this. I know I'm gonna love it. I just love the series. I love Anna Conwell's writing, and so I thought this was gonna come tomorrow, but it came a day early, which is 2 days early for release, so I cannot wait to read it. So yeah, that's gonna be the next book that I start, and I'm so excited. It's so cute. Look at all the flowers. It's stunning. Rosie always comes over here when I start filming. Hello. It is now the next day and I wanted to give a little reading update. I started But He's My Fake Fiance last night and I don't have much left. I'm on page 205 and I have like maybe 50 or 60 pages left. So I think I'm gonna sit here, finish this book, but I want to give my thoughts so far before I finish it. I am loving this book. I just love the series so much and I love this author. Her books are just like a warm hug. Like they're so cozy and sweet. And I feel like the love is just so endearing and the main character is just like, I love him so much. I love Grayson. He's definitely giving golden retriever energy. He kind of is very flirty, and the female main character is very like shy. She doesn't really like talk to people. She kind of has social anxiety, and I very much relate to her because I also am kind of shy and have social anxiety. So, and basically she was just in a relationship and they broke up. She broke up with him, and then a couple weeks later she finds out that her ex-boyfriend is now engaged to her stepsister. And then she just pulls Grayson to be her fake fiance to kind of like help her with the wedding festivities. And Grayson had asked her out previously when she was still dating her ex, and has definitely like falls first, falls harder. You know what I mean? Like Grayson's so into Sloane, like it's not even funny. So anyways, it's kind of what it's about, and I'm loving it so much. It's also closed door, and I just love the series. You definitely don't have to read them in order, but I just love the first 2 books. But He's My Grumpy Neighbor is my favorite so far before I finish this. I'm excited to see if this becomes my favorite, but I loved But He's My Grumpy Neighbor. It's so soft and sweet, and I just loved that story. But I'm really, really loving this. Excited to finish it, and it's just so cute. Like, I love these books. They're so wholesome, rom-com vibes. Cozy. I just love everything about it, so I'm excited to finish. Of the book? Hi. No. So I just finished But He's My Big Fiance by Anna Conwell, and it was so good. I loved it so much. And also I just had a popsicle, so my tongue is blue. But I just love the series, and this one was just so good. I feel like every book I read by Anna, she just knocks it out of the park. Like, I feel like she never misses. I love every single one of her books. I feel like there's those authors that, like, you just love a few of their books, and then some authors you just love everything they write, and that's how I feel about Anna. I love her books so much, and I'm so excited I got to read this a tad bit early because my paperback copy came in early. And it was also so fun to read the paperback. I feel like most of the time I just read it on Kindle Unlimited, but it was so fun to like have the physical copy and have this for my bookshelf, which I'm very excited about. And I just really, really loved this. I loved the end. It was so sweet. And I don't think I mentioned this, but the female main character is an author. So you're really getting the behind the scenes of her writing, her releasing books, which I really enjoyed. I loved seeing like that aspect of it. I thought that was really interesting. And I loved that Grayson is very much like a golden retriever, outgoing, and Sloane is more shy to herself. I feel like Grayson like helped encourage Sloane, but she didn't become like the social butterfly at the end. She just like became more confident, and I just love that. I loved how they brought the best out in each other, and that it wasn't like she was shy at the beginning and she's like a huge social butterfly at the end. She's still like a shyer person, but she's just more confident in her choices and things like that, which I totally relate to. Like, I feel like I relate so much to Sloane, and I also just really love Grayson. He is a sweetie. Like, he is so like sweet and kind to his family. I think you see him throughout the Carter Brothers series. You see him in One Last Play in the other series by Anna Conwell, and I was so excited to read his book because he's just like always taking care of everyone, taking care of his family, but he's also so funny. Like, he is so flirty and like makes so many jokes, and he's just hilarious. So I really loved getting his book, and I am so excited for the next one. You get a little sneak peek at the end of this for the next one, and I'm so excited to read it. I don't know when it's gonna come out, but I hope it's this year because I need the next book. I need to know what happens, and I'm excited to see all these characters in that book. And you get to see obviously the characters from the first 2 books in this, which I loved so much. I love them. I just love this like found family in the series, and I'm so excited for the next book to come out, and it's just so good. So highly recommend. I don't know what I'm gonna rate this. I have a new rating system that I've been like, because I feel like I rate books the same, and so I'm trying to be better about it. So I think I'm gonna give it a 4.5 because I don't think it gave me that like 5-star feeling, but it was so good. And I highly recommend the series, and I highly recommend this book. It's also perfect for the summer. Like, part of it takes place in like a tropical location, so it's very like summery vibes, which I really, really loved. I feel like as we get into April and like the warmer months, this is gonna be the perfect read to like read by the beach, read by the pool. So I feel like it was the perfect read in this video for my spring reading vlog because it is like about like summer, but like going into the warmer months. So really love this, highly recommend. And I feel like I've had a very successful reading vlog so far, so I'm excited to see what I pick up next. I have a couple that I'm trying to decide between, but I'm going to do some other stuff, do some work, and I will update you when I start another book. One more thing I forgot to mention about this book is that Grayson struggles with anxiety, which I very much related to. I really enjoyed the discussion around that, her helping him through it, that kind of thing. You see it a little bit in the previous books, but in this book, obviously you're getting his POV and stuff like that. So I really really enjoyed it. I feel like when a book like touches on anxiety, I very much relate to it. So really enjoyed that aspect of this book as well. And I forgot to mention that. So anyways, loved it so much. Love the characters, love the story. And just feel like her books are so good. They're like, you pick them up and you're just gonna have a good time. They're so happy and sweet and wholesome, and I love them so much. So you should go read this series. You should go read this book now that it's out. Highly recommend. It's now the next day, and I wanted to give a little reading update because I started a new book last night. I started Tattered Stars. I think it's what it's called. I keep calling it the wrong title. Yeah, Tattered Stars by Catherine Cowles. And I'm like 150 pages in, but this is the first book in the Tattered and Torn series. I read the Lost and Found series by Catherine Cowles and loved it. It's so good. The romantic suspenses, small town, just really like easy, quick romances. And I wanted to read her like previous series. This is another like romantic suspense, but it's kind of surrounding a cult, which I don't love. Like cults for some reason give me the creeps. I don't know what it is. I just don't love them. I mean, I don't know who does, but like reading about a cult, like I've read another book that had a cult in it and didn't love it. It literally gives me the creeps. Anyway, so it has that and it kind of revolves around that, and I think the whole series does. So I knew that going into it, which is why it took me so long to like start it. I was like, I don't know if I want to read it because I don't like to read about that. But I was like, I really want to like read more of her books because I loved the Lost and Found series. And I'm enjoying it. Like, I definitely think I'm going to finish it. But like I said, the cold vibe, don't love. And I feel like it's like taking a while for the romance to happen. It's definitely like a slow burn. So I'm very excited for the romance to happen, and every moment that we get with the two main characters, loving it so much. But other than that, I'm like kind of have the creeps. So I think I'm just gonna like slowly read the series. Hopefully I'll finish it this year. I wanted to try to binge it before the next book comes out, even though it has nothing to do with the Tattered and Torn series. Her new release, Fragile Sanctuary, has nothing to do with it. But I just want to read more of her books. But I'm not absolutely loving it. It's like sitting at like a 3-star right now, but it is giving like spring summer vibes, I feel like, because it is warm outside, I'm pretty sure. So that's what I'm currently reading. Probably like a quick read. I probably won't film much of it, but anyways, that's what I'm currently reading. I feel like I've just been loving reading on my Kindle. I mentioned this in a recent vlog, but I just love reading on a Kindle. It's so much more convenient. So just in the mood for a little quick Kindle reads on Kindle Unlimited. Also, But He's My Fake Fiance is also on Kindle Unlimited. What else did I read in this video? Happily Never After. It's not. So that's what I'm reading. So it has been a few days since I finished the past books for this video. I wanted to share my thoughts, feelings on them. So the last book that I talked about was Tattered Stars, which I finished and I gave 3 stars. I feel like what I said when I was like in the middle of it is the same feelings I have now. I just didn't love the cult aspect of it, and I feel like that kind of hindered the experience, but also I just didn't really connect to the characters or the storyline. So like, I was entertained enough to finish, but I didn't love it. But I was hopeful, so I continued the series and read the second one, which is Falling Embers, and I really, really love this one. This one is kind of like I think it's Brother's Best Friend, and I really, really enjoyed it. I really like the male main character. It doesn't focus on the cult aspect of it, which I really liked, and I feel like, honestly, it's probably gonna end up being one of my favorites in the series just because of the plot. But I really like the characters, and I feel like this is like kind of like childhood friends to lovers, and they almost kind of like stop being close, and then they like start being close again a few years later. And the male main character is a single dad with 2 kids, and I love that. I love the kids. They were so cute. I love the like relationship between the female main character and the kids, and the dad, the male main character, and his kids. It was so sweet. So I really enjoyed it. I gave it 4 stars. And I feel like it did like get slow in some parts, but for the most part, I really enjoyed it. And I'm excited to continue the series. I'm hopeful that I will enjoy the next few books, but Falling Embers is definitely my favorite so far. But that is my thoughts on those 2 books and the end of this video. So in this video, I read Happily Never After. I don't have the books with me, but maybe I should go get them. Oh wait, no, I have them right here. So for a little wrap up for this video, first I read Happily Never After by Lynn Painter. I gave this 4 stars. Enjoyed it, but just not my favorite by her. And then I read But He's My Fake Fiance by Anna Conwell. Gave it 4.5, maybe 4.25. Really enjoyed it, but I also think But He's My Grumpy Neighbor is my favorite in the series. But still, so fun. Such a good summer romance. Highly recommend. And then I read Tattered Stars, gave it 3 stars. And then Falling Embers, 4 stars. So that is the books that I read in this video. I also feel like Falling Embers and like Tattered Stars both take place like in spring, which is really perfect for this video. I feel like some of these have like more warmer vibes, but those two specifically I feel like were in the spring, so they're perfect for this video. So anyways, I hope you enjoyed watching me read these books, spending a few spring days with me. But I think that's it for this video, and I'll see you very soon for my next one. Bye.